Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, and this is second Friday of September. We know that last week was the Labor Day weekend, but it is so we don't have a class. So today we will have a class, and we will just have one session because I'm kind of like busy with stuff called a global Buddhism exam. Okay, so I'm pretty sorry. So we will be shortened this meditation from two sessions into one. But I hope that everyone will be enjoying this session. Okay, so as we are preparing our meditation at 10 o'clock, right, we know what to do, right? Right. A mile pace walking, a mile stretch, okay, will do the work. Okay, and please be reminded, we have to be mindful on every action that we are taking, whether you're focusing on your breathing or the actions itself. Okay, so I will see you later. Okay, so later, bye. Okay, so I have to adjust this. I think this is 1 minute late. 1 minute late. Okay, so I see you later. Okay, so good morning, everyone. It's 10 o'clock, so we are going to start our meditation. We usually start with walking meditation. That is to prepare ourselves for the sitting meditation. So it is a kind of like exercise before we really do the sitting, the actual work. Okay, so we are going to do the walking. Okay, so the walking will be pretty simple. You may do the normal pace walking, or you would like to do something called the slow walking. It is a therapeutic tradition, a practice. Okay, so it is just like you walk very slowly, and but you have to have your full focus on the muscles that you're using while you're making that slow pace. Okay, but this is really kind of like not very easy as you can see, to have a full control of your muscles. But if you are not doing that, that's okay, because you what we're going to do is just a normal pace walking. Okay, just swing your arms. Okay, make your steps a little bit further, like bigger, right? Okay, and that's it. Focus on your breathing. Okay, so let us start. Walk mindfully. You may stay where you are and be mindful on your breath. Okay, so let us face the Buddha. And we are going to pay respect to the Buddha by making 3 full bows. Okay, so half bow. So let us be seated. Then whether you are sitting on a cushion or on a chair, so don't forget to get yourself a comfortable, stable, balanced seating posture and sit straight through your spine. And then you can press down your chin a little bit. Relax your shoulders and neck. So sometimes you will be kind of like shuffling to do the relaxation, right? Or you can do this, so you can just like lift your shoulders up, then release it suddenly. Okay, so that is to feel the relaxation, right? Relaxation of your muscle. So lift it up, then release. Okay, so you may know that, the feeling of relaxation. Okay. 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 So that we might feel neck pain or shoulder pain or even back pain. That is because maybe we are using the electronic device too much. So, the daily relax is very, very crucial. Okay, maybe you can do that before sleeping. Okay. Okay, so you may close your eyes or have closed your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. After taking 3 deep breaths, let us relax ourselves from head to toe. So relax your scalp, your forehead, and your eyebrows. Relax your eyes and nose. Relax your cheeks and lips. Relax your ears, then down to your neck and shoulders. Relax your arms and all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your chest and abdomen. Relax your back and your lower back. Relax your legs and all the way down to your toes. So now we are going to move on to our second time relaxation. And this time we're going to do it from outside in. So relax your hair and your skin. Relax your muscles, your nerves, and your blood vessels. Relax your bones and your joints. Relax your inner organs and your brain. So now we are in a deep relaxation state, and this is the best time for us to do the meditative concentration. So what we are doing is called mindful breathing. Just be mindful on your breathing. So each breath, so you're taking in and out, you should be mindful. You can be mindful on when you are breathing in and see how the air, how deep the air can reach you, and when you breathe out, you can check on how long or how short your breath is. So just breathing in and breathing out. And follow that rhythm and be mindful. And if you are not able to focus and be mindful, that means that your mind always wanders around. You may do some techniques called breath counting. Just take your breathing as a cycle. So breathing in and out is one cycle, and then the next, so repetition of the cycles. So when you are breathing in for the cycles, you can count 1 to 5. So this breathing cycle, you can count 1. Next breathing cycle, you can count 2 and up to 5. Then you can go back to 1 and start from 1 and up. So 1 to 5, 1 to 5. So let us practice this mindfulness for a while. So let us be mindful. open your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. After taking 3 deep breaths, and we can do the warm down transitional exercise. Okay, so today I would like to share with some of the things that I have learned recently. It is about some of the stories that I feel very, kind of like touching. And it happens in India, right? The temples that we have in India. So we know that India was being hit by the Delta variant around May, right? Right. So at that time, things is getting really critical, and so it is. That the government just have a policy or an order saying that all the temples or the religious organization has to dismiss all the monks. So each temple cannot have more than 5 members, right, in the building, right? So at the temple that we have in India, especially in New Delhi, right, we had an educational center there. So we were kind of like uh, having a lot of little children's, like 7 to 8 years old, up to like teenager, right? So we have them, and they became novice, right? And they have like ordinary school education, like they still go to the schools, but after after the school they come back to the temple. They will have other training, especially like the training of the language classes, Pali, or a classical Buddhist language, or Buddhist, fundamental Buddhist classes, and also some interest class of their interest, like Tai Chi, Kung Fu, music, music class, yeah, and also yoga. Right? So, there are a lot of classes offered to them. So we offer these for free, and so they come to the temple, they grow up, and after 18 years old, and they have to decide whether they're going to stay in the in in the monastery, still becoming a monk, or they will go back to their family. So and it is totally free, right? So we don't ask any reward, or you have to be sticking with the monastery, or else you will be punished something. No, we don't have, right? So so this is our program, and we have been doing that for about like 10 years and so. So there are a lot of novice. They were already a teenage group, or a teenage age, and they have been a monk or a novice since they were small. Okay. And but at this time, during May, the government had this order, so we have to kind of like dismiss them, and just ask them to go back to their family. Right. And of course, they have to, because they were a novice. They receive a monastic precepts. It's called Samanera precepts. So they had to resign from the precepts. Right. So it's kind of like resigning the monkhood, and became a lay kids and go back to their family. Right. So some of them are, just went back, and then you know enjoy their life. Okay, we think that it is kind of like yay, good, right? Okay, it's just like summer vacation. Kids are really enjoying the vacation, but there are several of them they are kind of like still very firm on the monk food, and they have seen a lot of what was happening in the lay life. Okay, and so for example, there was some monk or some novice. Maybe we can just name him Mike, right? So Mike, um, their family was kind of like in a village. So at that time, the village are still interacting very closely. So but we know that it's during pandemic, so no one can go out. They so they were just family was always together. And interesting at that, during that period of time, that Mike's family usually get some notice, or notice of, or invitation, okay, some invitation or some notice from only two news. Okay, one is the wedding news. Oh, neighbor so and so is going to marry with neighbor so and so, right? So okay, they are hosting a marriage, a feast. So they invite Mike's family to attend. Okay, so that is one kind of invitation, and the other kind is funeral. It is because of the pandemic is so severe, so people die from it, and they have to, they have to attend the funeral. Right? So there are uh, the major news, right, within the family or in the village is these two. Right? So whether it is wedding or a funeral. So I believe it is because everyone stays at home, so everyone has time to manage their families, arrange their daughters or their sons' future, right? Okay, and also because the Delta or because of the pandemic, it was so severe, so people died from it. So what they have is these two news, and this is it is really a family issues. Okay, so they every time they sit for, when they are eating, their family always discussing, oh, who are we going to send our representative to this wedding or that wedding, or this funeral or that funerals. All right, so Mike was kind of like experiencing this all lay life, right? He has during this pandemic and with his family, and so that is kind of like, he doesn't think he wants it, so he really still wanted to become a novice, a Buddhist monk. So after after the pandemic was a little bit, uh, you know, quieter. Okay, things not getting too severe, but it is kind of like getting ease and slower. Then, the order was ceased, and they got to go back to to the temple and continue their education. Okay. And another one, maybe we can just call him Peter. Okay. Peter has different situations. So Peter was the eldest son of his family. So at that time, during the pandemic and during his, he was being sent back to his family during the pandemic. Uh, Unfortunately, his father passed away, and of course, this is very tragic story. And this part, right? But when Peter's mom learned that Peter really wants to, still continue his monkhood, right? And in India, there was a traditions that when the father passed away, right, the eldest son has to, carry the responsibility as a father to take care of the family, right, including the moms, relatives, and the siblings, right? And so Peter was the eldest son. So in their tradition, it is his duty, right, to to take care, right? So it means that he can't continue, or he can't do what he wants as being a monk, right? Because he has to, uh, shoulder all the family's economy and other, a lot of responsibilities, right? But like Peter's mom, after Peter's mom learned that Peter really wants to continue his monkhood, he was very understandable, right? Well, I think that mom was, kind of like, wow,
uh, it earns my respect. Right? So the mom said, "Don't worry, we will be we will take care of ourselves. Right? You go ahead and you can pursue your dream." Okay, so Peter got back also. Right? So after this order, right? After this government order, right? And when all the novices are allowed to go back to the temple, even though there were some doesn't want to come back, right? Because they are, kind of like, oh, I was so used to the family life or the lay life, right? It's so attractive, so no way for me to be a monk again. Okay, oh, but there are still 34, people came back. And of course, there are several people quit after a week because they changed their mind, right? Okay, so uh, the the number that we left is 22, right? 22 of them, and they have a test, right? So this is kind of like a test, right? And this is very very touching because after the hardship, right, people still wants to continue their what they pursue, right? So I learned a lot from them because even though they are children's or they are teenagers, they are younger, but I see faith in their actions. I see their determinations, resolutions, uh, in their uh, in their attitude. And also what they said, one of them said that pandemic is very horrified. Okay, it's very difficult to deal with, right? And you can't think about how you are going to survive during a pandemic, right? But you will be but the another situation is worse than the pandemic, which is if you don't have any guidance from the teachings, right? So it means that the Buddhist teachings, right? So that situation will be worse than the pandemic, right? So if you were kind of like let loose or let go of the teachings, then for them it is unbearable than being in a pandemic, right? Situation of in uncertainties, you also usually in fear. So I would like to use these as and kind of like an encouragement to everyone that we know pandemic creates uncertainties, fear. We don't know where is the light of the tunnels or the end of the tunnels. But think about if there is no faith, right? Think about if there is no guidance from the teachings of the Buddha, right? Thinking about if there is no calmness after meditation, okay, then that will be much worse. Uh, I think this is the worst situation. Then being in a situation of pandemic. Okay, so this is something that I would like to share with you. And so now we're going to kind of like wrapping up our meditation with the practice of loving kindness. So I would like to dedicate this loving kindness to those who still have no guidance in their life. I hope that they have guidance from any sort, but this guidance will make them a perfect and a better person. Okay, so let us sit down and get yourself a relaxing sitting posture. Close your eyes, draw your palms, and let us start. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of suffering. May I be free of mental anxiety. May I live in peace. May my life be blessed with ease. So now we move on to the second stage, which we wish all we know, all those we know, or all those who we care and love, they can find their guidance of their life. That guidance make their happier, peaceful, and more, and they can get more wisdom. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of suffering. May you be free of mental anxiety. May you live in peace. May your lives be blessed with ease. Now we move on to the next stage, which we wish every living being was guided by the teachings of the Buddha. That we hope that some of the teaching of the Buddha, or all the teachings, can make all the sentient beings happier, joyful, be in peace, and also has the courage to overcome their hardship. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be free of suffering. May we be free of mental anxiety. May we live in peace. May our lives be blessed with ease. All right. Okay, so you may open your eyes and let us give ourselves and others a smile of loving kindness that shows our care, that we care them, okay, and expressing our kindness toward them. Okay, so now we are about to end this meditation live streaming, right? Because we have only one session, and this is only for today. But next week we're going to have two sessions, right? So that is because oh, I can't promise you. Okay, yeah, because we have, we are going to have an exam, a Buddhism exam, this coming weekends, right? And I'm the admin, the only admin to do for this global event. So I have to, answers a lot of questions. So I'm really sorry, but I hope you can enjoy these sessions a lot. Okay, so now let us stand up and let us thank the Buddha and all the good causes and conditions that made this uh, meditation possible. Okay, so let us make 3 bows. So thank you very much, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.